Hello my dear students, in this lecture we will see one numerical on modified Goodman diagram. The question is, a cantilever beam made up of cold drawn steel 40 C8, SUT and SYT values are given. Now with question we will write given data. Here cold drawn steel is given and the manufacturing process is cold drawn steel, right? Cold drawn steel with SUT value of 600 Newton per mm square. For this value in graph for cold drawn steel with SUT value equal to 600 Newton per mm square, if you see the graph for surface finish factor, then Ka will be 0.77. Don't worry about this, they will provide you directly Ka value in examination. Now SYT is given 380 Newton per mm square, right? Now again go to the question as shown in figure. See, figure is given here. The force P acting at free end varies from minus 50 Newton to plus 150 Newton. That means for cantilever beam the bending load is minimum of minus 50 Newton and maximum of plus 150 Newton. This is the variation of force P, that is it is a fluctuating load. Again go to the question. The expected reliability is 90%. Now for 90% reliability, the reliability factor Kc is equal to 0.897. Again this value also they will provide in the question for examination. Again, and factor of safety 2 and notch sensitivity 0.9. Therefore factor of safety we have to consider 2 and notch sensitivity Q is 0.9. Then find diameter D of the beam at fillet cross section. Now we have to find diameter of the beam, right? Question is to find diameter D. What is the diameter D? Let us assume this diameter is more than 7.5 but less than 50. This is just my assumption, and for this assumption the size factor will be 0.85. For this assumption the size factor will be 0.85, right? Don't worry about these all factors because in examination they will provide you all the factors directly in question. Okay, then for such type of dimensions and such type of loading, they will provide you the KT value, that is theoretical stress concentration factor, and in question here they provided the KT value equal to 1.44. This KT value they have provided. Now as KT is known, therefore notch sensitivity Q is nothing but actual stress concentration factor minus 1 divided by theoretical stress concentration factor minus 1, where therefore we have to find actual stress concentration factor. Therefore from this actual stress concentration factor Kf is equal to 1 plus Q Kt minus 1. Therefore find actual stress concentration factor is equal to 1 plus 0.9 into 1.44 minus 1. And if you find actual stress concentration factor Kf, then you will get answer 1.396. Now therefore the modified stress concentration factor Kd is equal to 1 upon Kf. Therefore is equal to 1 upon 1.396, which is nothing but the modified stress concentration factor you will get 0.716. Now as material is given steel, for steel the endurance strength AC dash is 0.5 SUT, which is nothing but 0.5 into SUT is 600. Therefore AC dash will be 300 Newton per mm square, and corrected endurance strength, that is SE, which is nothing but Ka, Kb, Kc, Kd, Ke, Kg, AC dash, right? AC dash. Now here therefore AC is equal to K is surface finish factor which is 0.77, Kb is size factor which is 0.85, then Kc is reliability factor which is 0.897, Kd is modified stress concentration factor which is 0.716, Ke is load factor, and for here the load factor as not given in the question, as well as you can see here bending load. For bending load, if not given in the question we have to assume 1. Kg is temperature factor, again temperature is not given, so we have to assume 1, and AC dash we have calculated 300, right? Therefore SE is equal to, if I find corrected endurance strength, from this I will get 126.11 Newton per mm square. This will be the corrected endurance strength for given question. So here I am writing all the given data. Here I am writing all the given data on one side, right? So whatever the required data we will write here. So first thing, we have calculated all the given datas. Let us say, we have calculated SUT is given 600 Newton per mm square, right? Then SE, corrected endurance strength required for further calculations, which is 126.11 Newton per mm square. Then K, then all factors are not necessary. Now we have calculated SE already, right? Now the critical element will be at fixed end, because at fixed end there will be a maximum bending moment. Now therefore bending moment is equal to force into distance, that is 150 Newton mm. Now as force is varying from minimum to maximum, therefore bending moment is also varying from minimum to maximum. Therefore while calculating maximum bending moment, we have to consider maximum force, which is nothing but 150 into 150. Dear students, in actual question this 150 distance is 100 Make a correction. This distance of fixed end from the load is 100 Therefore here moment will be, here the moment will be force into 100, right? The moment will be force into 100. Make this correction, Newton Therefore maximum force is, for finding maximum bending moment, maximum force is 150 and distance is 100 right? Therefore it will be 15,000 Newton This is the maximum bending moment. And minimum bending moment acting here is minimum force, which is nothing but minus 50 into distance, which is nothing but minus 5,000 Newton This is the minimum bending moment acting over here. Now if I want to find magnitude of this bending moment, that is bending moment magnitude is nothing but maximum bending moment minus minimum bending moment divided by 2, minus minimum bending moment divided by 2 is equal to maximum bending moment is 15,000 minus minimum is minus 5,000 divided by 2, which is nothing but 10,000 Newton This is the bending moment amplitude. Now if I want to find mean bending moment is maximum bending moment plus minimum bending moment divided by 2, which is nothing but 15,000 plus minus of 5,000 divided by 2, which is nothing but 5,000 Newton This is the minimum mean bending moment acting on the element. Now if you want to find stress amplitude, for bending stress, as it is circular cross section, the stress will be bending stress, which is equal to 32 m upon pi d cube. This is the formula for finding bending stress. Now if I want to find stress amplitude, I have to use bending moment amplitude is equal to 32. Bending moment amplitude is 10,000 divided by pi d cube. This diameter we have to find. And if I want to find mean stress, which is nothing but 32 mm, that is mean bending moment, divided by pi d cube, which is nothing but equal to 32 into 5,000 divided by pi d cube, and this diameter we have to find. Now draw Goodman diagram. Let us say I will solve this question with the help of Goodman diagram, Goodman line. Now we have to draw Goodman line. Now Goodman line, on y-axis there is a stress amplitude, and on x-axis there is mean stress sigma m, and on y-axis we have to plot SE, endurance strength, and on x-axis we have to plot SUT, that is ultimate strength, ultimate tensile strength. Now let us say this point is A, and add x-axis there is a point B. Join A to B. This line will be a Goodman line. This line is a Goodman line. Now on this, for this line, our target is to find diameter of this shaft, right? Let us say if I want to find diameter, then we have to use the equation. The equation of Goodman line is, what is the equation of Goodman line? That is sigma A divided by SE plus sigma m divided by SUT is equal to 1 upon factor of safety. This is the equation of Goodman line. So use this equation. Therefore put the values of sigma A and sigma m in the equation. The sigma A is 32 into 10,000 divided by pi d cube whole divided by SE. SE value we have calculated as 126.11, right? Plus sigma m is 32 into 5,000 divided by pi d cube whole divided by SUT value is given 600, is equal to 1 upon factor of 50. Factor of 50 is 2. Factor of 50 is given in the question, which is 2. Now solve this question. Then if I consider 1 upon d cube common, then in bracket there will be 32 into 10,000 divided by pi into 126.11 plus 32 into 5,000 divided by pi into 600 is equal to 1 upon 2. You will get diameter equal to 12.13 mm, and this is your answer for the question, that is diameter of the beam will be 12.13 mm. Thank you dear students. In next lecture we will see one more numerical on Goodman line.